Hi, I'm Shevin Sam of registration number UOK 18 CS277. So today I'm going to explain my fifth experiment on mobile application development lab. That would be on creating a login register, creating a login register button, not button but an app using SQLIte database. So what we're going to learn here, what we're going to get to know from here is about SQL database where our data are going to get saved. Our data are going to get saved in a table and it's get displayed using SQLite database app. So let's go directly into the program and explain more from that. So here's my sign in button. So here's my sign in button, my first sign in activity, main activity. So that's welcome sign in with my username, password. I can sign in. That's a sign in button. And if I don't have an account, I can sign up. That means I can register myself over here by pressing the button down over there. So now I can go directly into my register activity XML. So in my sign up, that means my register activity XML, I've given four attributes over here: username, email, password, and my confirm password as well. So username, my email, password, and password again. So once I type the password, I can confirm the password again, and then both the password gets compared and finds out if they're equal. Then only get registered. Then only we'll be able to register. If there's anything wrong, if they find out, if there are any mistakes they find out, the app finds out, then it'll be mentioned over there. So this is my register. Home is where that's my dashboard. Once if I log in using my username and password, one if it corrects, it get lightly into the dashboard activity, home activity where welcome user. It's written welcome user, so welcome, and in whose the username which is being mentioned over there, which I used to sign in, will get displayed next to that welcome, and then with the details of my username, email, and password will be given over there. So with their respective edit text boxes have been also being given over there, and I have given three options over there. I can log out from the app. Second, I can edit my username, email, or I can change my password, and then it will be displayed in my SQLite database, and then I can sign in using that same password. Then I'll show you if I can sign in using my previous password, the old password, or with my new password. So we can find those details once I run this app later. So now I'm going to explain constraints on Java file. So here constraints would be my database version is 1. So my database name I've registered, that is database helper, database helper, register.db, not helper but register.db. So that is a file which I would be like showing later. Then public static final, my table name. So the table name which is going to be displayed in my SQLite would be register user. So the table column, so in the register user table, there will be 4 columns. That will be ID, username, password, email. So now I'm going to user.java. So this is a most important thing. So here we are opening a class with int id. We are giving all the attributes in private function mode. So we are giving private int id with private string username, password private, and email id, password all are in string except id. Id is in int. And then we are going for public user, and then we are passing 4 variables: this dot id, this dot username, this dot password, this dot email. Now we're going to use setter getter methods over here. Setter getter method to get and to set and get 4 attributes, that is id, username, password, and their email. Now we are going to the database helper. This is the most important part where where the database is going to save the data and then is going to find the data once we log in the app. So we are creating SQLite database DB, the register table, create table, constraint, 4 attributes, So create register table. Now we are checking for adding user. So SQLite database is equal to this dot write table database. So we're adding users with content values, new content values, values put username, password, email over there. So the serial numbers will get automatically get created over there. 1 2 3 4 5 6 depends upon the number of users that is going to be signed in, and only these three details, username, password, email, needs to be saved into the table, written into the table. And then update user informations, we can change in the values over there if we need to update the username, password, email. And then get user counts. So we can opening a new class, get user counts. So string count query, select star from plus constant table name SQL database, and cursor this db dot raw query count query selection arguments colon null, and return cursor get count. Going for check user. So string columns constant key id database, get the readable database. String selection constant key underscore email, and selection arguments email and password. Cursor close and db2 close. Public string select one user, send username. So email, password compares with the SQL database. Int of x is equal to 0, string y is equal to double colons. While c is not equal to null, it checks out if parse int get string of column index constant key id, y is equal to c dot get string column constant key username, tag one user. So it's going to log in using the username and password. Now checks the user id from the database, and then finds out if int x is equal to 0, y is equal to double underscores, sorry, not underscores but double quotes over there. While c is not equal to 0, x integer parse int, and then finds out if the selected one username select and then selected usernames and selected given passwords, if it's matching with the database, finds out and then compares, and then only it will be signed into the dashboard. That is the purpose of database helper. Same with that main activity. So this is constant use and database helper. Now for the three XML, their Java files, home activity, main activity, and register activity. We are just for home activity, main activity is where the sign in button, edit text, email, edit password, creating id variables for those, passing those variables, checking with the database, finding out if it's there or not. And if it is an error, means it creates a message login error, obviously. And then home activity Java is as I told you, it's my dashboard activity. So where username, email, and password will get displayed over there. So you can functions like logout, change password, edit user details, exactly, edit user details. So all these two options will be given. So where we can edit username and password, and then we can then the changed password gets saved into the database helper, and then once it gets directly it moves from home activity to main activity. Yes, it's written over here, start activity from home activity to main activity. So it directly crosses from home activity to main activity, and then we can sign in using the updated username or password. And then register activity is also the same, passing four variables, checking out if the details is getting stored, and then from register activity goes directly. Once if we create the account from register, it goes into main activity, sign in using the registered account, and then if it works, it will go directly into the home activity, into the dashboard activity. Yeah, that means the home activity itself. So I'm going to run this code and then show you if it be working or not. So I'll just running this. If I build over here, it would be like reaching any moment. I'll show you my SQLITE register DB, my database file over there. Yes, you coming now? Sorry, it has come over here. I have no idea why it's not getting displayed over there. 1 minute. I'll just. I'm sorry. No, why is my laptop being? I'll just. Why is it getting stuck? I have no idea. I'll just stop sharing my screen. I'll just start share. Now it's working. Yes, so I'll just run the app once more again. So stopping. I'm sorry. I'm just stopping it. I'm just running it again once more. It will be coming here any moment. Yes, it has come. So this is my sign-in app. Now I'll just show you my SQL database. So this is my SQLite database. Yes, so this is, I'm going to show my table over here. This is my table. Register user. So these are the 5 details which I have made before, and it's shown in the database table over here. So Johnny with their so ID, as I told, depends upon how much you have registered, how many accounts have been registered. Depends upon that, IDs gets created on its own. Only username, password, and email we have to create, and then it will get saved into the database. So I've created 5 of them. So what I'm going to do is Johnny Shevin. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I will be creating an account, a new account over here. Then I will be like changing my password over here. Okay. So Ram Sam Shevin Johnny. Okay. So I'm going to make register an account over here. Sign up. I'm going to put username as Nick. Okay, my email is nick at yahoo at hotmail.com. Yep. Password Nick nick, and then this two password nick. Yep. So Nick at hotmail.com. So I'm going to sign up. You have registered. Now I would be using the same account nick at hotmail.com. Password, I save it as nick itself. So now I'm going to sign in. Login error. Oops, I'm sorry. My mistake. It was like 4, I made it to 5 something else. Join. I'm signing in. Yes. So here is my dashboard activity. Hello Nick, with my username Nick, email as nick at hotmail.com, and then my password as Nick. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to log out from this. So I can change password over here. I can edit my edit means it will come as username and mail. Username and mail, if I can change, I can put my password, and I can confirm my password as well. Now I'm going to log out from this app. Okay, I'll just show you one more thing. I'm just going to use my account Shebin Sam at calendar.edu. So Shebin Sam at calendar.edu.in with my password 12345 6. Right? Yeah. I'm going to sign in. This is my username and password. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my password. I'm going to put it as uh, 123. It was 123 4 5 6. I'm going to put it as 123. Confirm password. It will be 123. I'm putting it as safe. So once I put it as safe, it'll be like once I put it as safe, it'll directly come into the main activity. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Shebin Sam. As you saw in my SQLIte, it was 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now I'm going to type only 1 2 3 and let's see if it's going to work. I change my password. I'm going to put it as 1 2 3 4 5 6, my old password. Let me check. See, login error. But in the SQLite, it is 1 2 3 4 5 6. I'm typing here 1 2 3 5 6. It's a login error because I already changed it. So I'm going to put it as 1 2 3 itself. So 1 2 3. I'm sorry, 3. Yeah. And then I'm going to press sign in. It comes in with Shevin, Sam, and my updated password is 1 2 3. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. I'm going to delete. I'm going to cut this SQLite. Now I'm going to delete this register over here. This is my old register. Now I'm going directly into my login registration. I'm opening device file explorer. I need to press data over here. Data. I have to go again to data. Then I have to go to com.example. Where's example? Yeah. Yeah. Com example login registration databases. Here is register.db. Now I'm going to save this as. I'm going to save as in my desktop. Where's my desktop? Yeah, desktop as register.db. Okay. It's calculated. It's getting registered. It might be, yeah, here comes register. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my SQL. Yes, I'm going to open this app. Yes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this register and drop it over here. Here comes, and then I'm going to my browse data. I'm going to select my table, that is register user, and here. So as I told, I changed my password for shepard7.in as 123. It was 1 2 3 4 5 6. I changed to 123, and Nick at hotmail.com is my email. Nick password, username, password. There were just 5 before. Now it is 6. I created an account and I changed my password. So this is how our details all are getting saved into SQLite. All our data which is registered is being saved into our SQLite database, and this is how it will be shown once if we say that it's a registered database and then show it in and then drag it and drop it into our SQLite database app. So this is my 5th experiment of the purpose of use of SQLite database in login and registration app. So thank you.